So there's a very simple truth about fitness that a lot of people don't realize. And that's that, everybody tells you to go for these specific goals and set a time frame, right? You want six-pack abs by July. You want a 500-pound squat by August. You want to fit in that dress by your 20-year reunion. I have a goal like that, and that's that I want to get 30 pull-ups before my 39th birthday. I'm at 22 right now, and next year I'm turning 39. I want 30 pull-ups by then. And it's important to have these goals. But here's the problem, and here's the truth of the matter. When we set these goals up, one of the things that happens is we set up a friction, right? And that friction is between our life as it currently is and the life we want to have. And the more that friction happens, the more that friction becomes rougher, the more we're more likely to turn toward the life that we currently have. Why? Because we have obligations, because we have families, because we have jobs, because we have kids. And when it comes to the hierarchy of needs, fitting into that dress, those six-pack abs, and my 30 pull-ups, they're honestly nice to haves, but they're not necessary for us to survive. And that's one of the things we do as human beings. We're constantly focused on what it's going to take for us to survive, right? And so that makes trying to create a new life very, very difficult. And, I think that part of it is also that we have a fitness industry today that tends to overcomplicate things. It tends to make things a little bit harder than they should be. We've been exercising from the beginning of time, right? Going out there, hunting, gathering, moving stones around, doing work, moving our families long distances to try to find food. But the way things currently are today, we separate exercise from our normal lives. And so that adds more to the friction, right? And so if you're trying to go for a goal like this, if you're trying to figure out how you can become healthier, how you can move to the next level, allow yourself to feel better. If you're trying to figure out how you can lose those pounds, if you're trying to figure out how you can put on that muscle, you have to figure out how it's going to fit into your life as it is. And you have to prioritize it. So one of the things I always recommend, in addition to writing down very specific goals, you need to write down your vision of your life and how you want it to look. Right? You need to do it in great detail. You need to take like 45 minutes, sit down, turn on your favorite music, take a piece of paper, and just start writing. And write down your life and how you want it to look in every single detail. Who are you waking up next to? How many kids do you have? Where are you living? What does your day look like? What does your job look like? And what do you look like? And when you do something like this, you start to realize the importance of each goal you have. In fact, you should do this before you even set out your goals, right? Because each goal should add up into that bigger vision. So now your goal isn't just a nice to have, it's something that's adding up to a major journey in your life, something that you're trying to accomplish overall. And I know that each and every one of us, we understand that money is only part of the picture, right? We understand that if we're unhealthy, we're not going to be able to spend tons of time with our family, and that quality time that we want to spend probably isn't going to be that good. The other thing is this, right? And it goes back to that friction that I was describing, and that's that, you have to think about some of the quote unquote truths that are in your head right now, because they're not really truths. A lot of us think we have to get to the gym and we have to lift with barbells and we have to lift with machines in order to get into shape. And the reality is you don't, right? You could be doing push-ups, squats, burpees, crunches, kettlebell swings, all types of different exercises that might require just your body weight, just a couple of dumbbells, or just a kettlebell. You can be doing those in the comfort of your own home or in your office. You get a full workout in while you're watching the kid, right? Or if the baby's asleep, you can do a bunch of kettlebell swings, a bunch of squats, just do them really quietly. There is no reason why you can't fit fitness into your life. And there is no reason why you should tell yourself you don't have time for fitness. the reality is that if you're telling yourself that, you probably just don't feel like doing it. And it's probably not that important to you. So what we need to do is we need to raise the importance level and understand how it's fitting into our overall vision for our lives. And then we need to build ourselves golden bridges to cross so that it's a lot easier to do those things that are going to allow us to be successful. And so that's just a couple of tips that have helped me, right? In I guess you could say my post-bodybuilder, post-powerlifter life. You know, I'm going to be 38 years old. I'm not doing the powerlifting routine anymore. I'm not doing the bodybuilding routine anymore. And I need a motivating factor that's going to allow me to keep doing the things that are going to keep me healthy, that are going to keep me strong, and that are going to keep me performing at the level I want to perform at. And so one of the things that I've grown to understand is that fitness isn't just there to make me look better. It's there to give me freedom to live my life the way I want to live it. We provide a lot of tools for this in our newsletter, and you can check that out at newsletter.warriorsoulketocamp.com, or you can head over to our main site at www.warriorsoulagoji.com and check that out there. We also got tons of information about our courses, about how to work with me personally, and we have a lot of free information up there, including our awesome podcast, articles, and videos. So go check that out, and I will be back at you with another awesome video this week. We just did an amazing podcast with Mark Sisson. You should check that out. And I've got Dr. Dominic D'Agostino coming up later this week. I'll see you all soon. Talk to you later.